and then move on into the real world, trying to either get a job or maybe continue a baseball career. But we'll see how that pans out. Well, welcome, Connor, to the show. And how's life treating you today?
Oh, life's great. We had a wonderful tarp pull this morning at 6:30 a.m. in the pouring rain. So was up bright and early and got soaked. And so it just started the day off right. And so it's been a good day so far.
So you didn't have to take a shower today. You just got it outside.
Oh, no. Mother Nature did it for me.
So you're not really a senior anymore. You graduated in 3 years. You get your master's degree, finish it up in May. Tell us a little bit about that process of, your thoughts on. Were your initial thoughts of graduating in 3 years when you came in, or does it kind of happen and you're like, I want to continue on and get my master's?
I think initially I'd come in with some hours from high school and knew that I wanted to graduate early. I didn't know how early. I didn't know if it was going to be a semester or a year early, but wanted to kind of graduate as quick as possible just to kind of save my folks some money. And then that kind of opened the door of like, hey, I can get a master's, and it worked out here where I could just roll right into the master's. In my last semester as an undergraduate, so I did dual enrollment, which is a cool little perk they have here at ETBU. And so I rolled right into my master's last spring as I was finishing up my undergrad. Worked on it through the summer, and then I'll be finished with it this May. And so it really just worked out great being here at ETBU, and that's just kind of a testament of God and where He led me and getting me here, and then just how everything worked out the way it did.
Yeah, we've got a connection of getting you here all through one man named Tom Roy.
Amen.
that brought us in your name 4 years ago when I was talking to him trying to find recruits in Texas, and your name popped up, and one thing led to another, and it was a total God thing to get you here.
Absolutely.
And now you got the entire Combs family here.
Oh, it's been great. Yeah, both the brothers are here. Dad's here quite a bit,
Uh-huh.
and Mom makes her way to Marshall quite a bit as well.
Did you ever imagine going to the same college as your other two brothers and living life with them post high school?
Absolutely not. Carson was at Dallas Baptist and finished up there and thought he was just going to go to work.
Uh-huh.
Casey was kind of was always on his own schedule, and so we thought he'd go to a big school and just kind of go to school, and then just the way it worked out to where Casey had a little injury in high school that he didn't think he'd ever get over, and that was a total God thing of how that came to be, and him getting healthy and then being able to play and then getting him out here at semester last year. And that was a big pickup, and then just having here. So I get to live with Carson, and then I get to play with Casey. And so that's just been a huge blessing, and never thought it would have happened the way it worked out, but that's kind of how God works as we.
And you've had a lot of family support this year in baseball. I've seen some aunts and uncles and cousins come and play, and Carson has posted some pictures playing with the cousins and things like that.
Oh, yeah, it's kind of been all out for my senior year, and they've been just a great support all over the years, especially this year. And so it's been awesome to see family every weekend and have that support.
So let's jump back to last year. You're heading into your third year at ETBU. You'd come off, freshman and sophomore year. We've slowly been building, and then last year you just kind of explode on the scene, gain a lot of national awards and major awards through the conference. Tell us a little bit about last year and living through that year with the home runs, the run with ETBU, hosting the conference tournament. Look back at last year and what did you take from that? What were some of the things that you enjoyed from last year?
Oh man, there was so much of it. It was definitely a year that I'll never forget, and just did it with a great group of guys as well. That senior class was incredible. Just to play with them for 3 years. Tyler, Tanner, Ernie. Dinos was only here for 2, and then we got to play with him and Jimmy. That was just they called him the Core Four, and got to grow with them over the 3 years, and then just last year was just an incredible year, and there was a lot that led up to it. Getting here, and then I think the 2 summers that I played out in Ohio, up in New York. When I got to college, it was the first time I'd ever not been playing another sport, and so it was the first time I was ever to focus completely on baseball, and I grew so much in my first 2 years here just as a ball player and understanding the game. Becoming a better hitter every year and just trying to be better each year. And last year, and just Tyler and I both just got hot, and we kind of just built off each other. Him and Compton and Dynas, we all had great years.
Mm-hmm.
And really our whole lineup just we got hot and stayed hot, and we kind of built on each other all year, and it was just a fun team to be a part of, and it was a great year to say the least.
And to see a team hit over 70 home runs,
Mm-hmm.
that was kind of fun. Just
That's
every
entertaining.
game, you never knew what was going to happen,
Mm-hmm.
and so it was hard to see that season in there in the conference tournament here at home. But when you look back on it, it was one of the best seasons that ETBU's had in a while. 31 wins and a lot of records broken and a lot of great memories.
Oh yeah.
So shift into this year, you guys are starting to find your groove. You won 9 games so far in the conference, sitting at 9-3. Tell us a little bit about where the team's at right now.
Yeah, we're in a good spot. We know we're not playing our best ball yet, and we haven't totally hit our stride, but we are kind of finding our groove here, especially at the plate. And pitchers had a great weekend this past weekend as well against a really good hitting team in Sol Ross, and so that was great to see our pitchers step up, and then our lineup has stepped up the last 2 weeks. And so going into this weekend, we got Ozarks. It's a non-conference series, but it's a series we know we need to get after, and I think they've beat us twice in the last 2 years in our 3-game series. And so it's a team we can't take lightly, and it's a team that we know we got to play well against and continue to improve on what we're doing as we have a non-conference series and then just jump right back into conference the following weekend. We've got to be at the top of our game or coming down the stretch.
Let's talk a little bit about the academic setting here at ETBU. You're a business major, graduated in 3 years, getting your MBA here. Tell us a little bit about the setting for that. I mean, with your grades and how well you did last year, you were the co-sided Division III Academic All-America of the Year for baseball, which is a very, very hard award to get out of all the schools that have baseball, and then all the schools that nominate players, and then all the players that get voted on. You go from the regionals to the national to become an All-American, and then out of the All-Americans, they pick one player to be named the All-America of the Year. And the Sports Information Directors Division III voted for you. So tell us a little bit about how the academics have helped you here at ETBU, grown you, and the challenges that you have through the business program here.
Oh, absolutely, and it's really, you've got to be somewhat, study and do all the things that you need to do in order to have good grades and stuff, but really it's a testament to my professors and just how they poured into me over the last 4 years. Our class sizes are small. I've been able to get to know every one of my professors I've got. In the business school, I've got 4 to 6 main professors that I see over the course, I guess, of the last few years that I've gotten to know, understand what they expect, and then also how they're going to teach. And so there's no surprises. There's no kind of hidden. They don't hide anything from you. It's all on the table, and it's you show up and do your work and work hard and ask questions and even go to their office. They always have open door policies, and so it's cool to just go chat or go ask a question. And it's just been great to get to know my professors and then pour back into me, and that has a lot to do with the success that I've had in the classroom.
Talk about how humbling is it to be voted that Academic All-America of the Year and be an Academic All-American, and then also be a baseball All-American on the field. To get both of those in the same year. Oh,
it was extremely special, and really just happy I could do it with ETBU across my chest and get those awards for the school and understand that that's big for our school. It's national awareness for ETBU and gets the name out there. And it was a special year, and I'd be lying if I said it was all about the work that I put into it. There were so many other people that had something to do with it that may not have gotten credit for it. But so it was just a special year, but not all about me for sure.
So I just forgot the last question I was going to say because Danny Campbell popped up on Facebook Live. What was it? With your that's what it was. Going into your career, graduating in May, hopefully you'll have a couple options, but in the business world, what would you like to end up doing with your degree?
Oh man, that's a good question, and one I've been really thinking about and trying to see what my options are. I had an opportunity in December that I went and interviewed with a company in Austin and did well. Was offered a job, and just it wasn't very good timing to be able to give an answer with everything that's been going on with baseball in this semester, and then what's next. And so as of right now, it looks like if baseball weren't to work out, that something in wealth management, finance, similar to what my dad's doing with his company, and so we'll see. I don't know exactly what that looks like or what my role would be, but something in the finance, wealth management area.
And then you're also looking at baseball. I know through last year and this year you've got some scouts hopefully looking at you, and there might be that chance to move on professionally.
Yeah, it's. I mean, Tyler Bates opened a big door last year with getting drafted and having the year that he had, and so I know there's been a couple of teams out this year already, and but just got to keep my head down, focus on the next game, the next pitch, and just work as hard as I can. And if something happens, great. If not, then move on and grow up and get a big boy job. So.
And then I'm taking some master's classes too. Do you understand the Excel language?
Oh, man, Dr. Watts' class. I know exactly what you're talking
It's
about.
a whole new world.
Oh,
isn't
yeah. It's a lot of reading to understand it, but no, I did not understand it when I was in your position last year. So it's a lot. So I understand.
It's fun learning it, but it's learning another language.
Absolutely. It's just like accounting.
But great program here in the MBA. If you're looking to do something in business, come on over to ETBU. We got a great product here with Connor doing that, and also a lot of other great students here getting their degrees in business and moving on. So, Connor, thanks for talking to us today.
Oh, absolutely.
Good
Thanks
luck this weekend.
Appreciate
and hopefully we'll see your name later on in June. Is that when the draft is?
Second week of June.
So we'll see what happens there. So good luck to the rest of the season. Thanks for
Alrighty.
talking to us.
Appreciate it.